Hey everyone, it's me, Kirk Mastin of Mastin Labs, and today we're going to be talking about Kodak Gold 200, one of my favorite films of all time. Before we dive in, I'm going to go over our three-step checklist, something we're really proud of. We've made so many innovations within film emulation that we wanted to boil down the workflow down to just 3 steps for you, and it's very simple. You just apply the preset, adjust the exposure. Usually this is up a little bit since your camera's trying to protect highlights. And then adjust white balance and tint to taste to get those beautiful skin tones or whatever else you're trying to accomplish in your final photo. So what I love about Kodak Gold 200 is that this film is full of nostalgia. This is the film that if you were born after, say, I don't know, or born before 1980, this is the film that your parents took photos of you on. It's a very inexpensive drugstore film. You could buy it anywhere, and it has some qualities that I really love. So in general, a really good way to think about Kodak Gold is that it is golden. The skin tones are golden. They err more on the side of peachy golden skin tones. And the shadows become kind of an emerald color. So they cool down a bit and they go slightly green. And these are the really distinctive things about this film that I love. It's medium contrast. It's got a fair amount of color, but it's not as vibrant as, say, Ektar 100, which is also in the Adventure Everyday Pack. And it's personally one of my very, very favorite films of all time as well, especially if you want that bold, punchy, colorful look. But I will actually, let me start off with showing you the difference between Ektar and gold, and then I will show you a prime example of gold. Okay, so with this photo, I'm going to start off with Ektar, and Ektar is vibrant and colorful, and it really emphasizes reds. So I apply it, it is just like boom in your face. It's a lot of contrast, a lot of saturation. We have another video that we've shot that's all about Ektar. If you want to just dive deep into that, check that out. But just kind of the nitty-gritty of it is that Ektar is the most saturated, most colorful film and film emulation that we make. It emphasizes reds and orange, and it has really deep shadows. Now, compare that to gold. Here's Gold 200. And you can see everything has been dialed back. The skin tones shift away from that red more to kind of a peachy tone. So peachy meaning more of a yellow direction without being like super yellow. And overall the contrast is lower. And at the same time, which I think is really cool, is if you look at these palm fronds here, they are like kind of this emerald green color, but as they go lighter, they start to become golden, just like along the edges. And that is just so Gold 200. That is like a feeling of it. So that is the difference between Ektar and gold. So here's Ektar, bam, in your face color, and gold, a little more chilled out. Okay, so this photo by Topher Delancey, I think is, when I edited it with gold, it was like the quintessential gold look. So I'm going to start with Gold 200. I apply it. That's step 1. Step 2, I'm going to increase the exposure a little bit. And step 3, I'm going to adjust temperature and tint to taste. So I'm going to increase the temperature a little bit and the tint a little tiny bit towards magenta, like a couple points. There you go. Okay, so let's stop and look at this photo and kind of scan around it to get a real sense of Gold 200. If you look at the background here, this foliage, it has become this nice, cool, kind of emerald green color. The same can be said for her shirt. So before editing, you can see that her shirt was like this gray color, you know, just like a gray t-shirt. After applying it, after applying Gold 200, you can see that the shadows are kind of this emerald blue cool color, and then yet as you get towards the highlights in the shirt, like along here, it becomes golden, like green kind of going into golden. If you look at her skin, it's just really nice skin tones, really nice tones in her hair, Look at this transition between the arm and the background. This is gold 200. Warm golden skin tones, erring on the side of peachy, backgrounds being really cool and emerald. So there you go. This is like, this gives you the feeling in one picture of what gold is doing. This look is really, really good for a wide variety of images. I love gold for this reason. So this image here is, I don't know, I would say it's kind of moody because of the lighting pattern. We've got a pretty good contrast going on here between this side of her face and this side. There's light kind of coming down from above. Yeah, it's cool. It's dynamic. It's got a lot of dimension to it. But at the same time, you can go to an image like this, which is in a way kind of light and airy. It's like backlit. You see this like little stripe of light coming behind him and through the trees. And then he's an open shade because he's facing away from the light. This image is, I mean, believe it or not, it's a light and airy image. I haven't edited it yet, but I'll show you. So here's Kodak Gold 200. And you can see, especially back here in the trees and on the bark, see how it kind of goes a little bit emerald, a little bit green. So here's before and there's after. Hopefully you can see that well. So I apply the preset. Then I'm going to adjust the exposure up a little bit and then adjust temperature and tint. So I'm going to go up in temperature till it feels right about there. Now I know that Kodak Gold has green and emerald shadows and lower midtones. And knowing that and looking at his skin tone, I'm actually going to bring the tint towards green. So his skin tone is a little bit magenta, and actually the side of this tree is a little bit magenta. And knowing what I know about gold, I'm going to bring it down towards green. So it's at +6. I'm probably going to go down to 0. Actually, not quite to 0. Maybe +2. And that is a gold edit. So here is before and after. Notice in particular the rocks down here. They've become, you know, again, that kind of emerald color. It's a hard color to describe. It's in the green range, but it's also very cyan. I'll reset it so you can see the difference. So here's before editing, and here's after. So we've got this going on, and yet his skin tones are beautiful. So it's a really nice film. I love it. And it works across very, very different lighting patterns and situations. Like it works here. It's very bold because it's a very, the contrast is bold, right? Here it can be light and airy because it's already an open shade light and airy shot. One way that I see gold used really typically is for family sessions. And again, this is because it goes back to that nostalgia that a lot of older, and I hate to consider myself older, I'm 42, but if you're like 30 or older, again, when you start to use gold, you're gonna go, oh man, I know that feeling. I feel that, like there's something about it that triggers a feeling in me of nostalgia. And I've noticed that a lot of people's clients have the same feeling and they love it. They don't know what it is, but it actually goes back to how they had their own photos shot on film before digital. So with this image, I'm going to apply Gold 200. And you can see there's a little bit of green, at that emerald green in the background in these trees, a little bit in her hair. A little bit around the edges of her face, just the smallest hint. Normally when I say, oh, there's a little bit of green in the shadows, people go, ugh, like I don't want green in my shadows. But it actually looks amazing because that's what gold does, and it does it so well. It balances that cool background with the warm skin tones. It's really nice. So I haven't finished editing this yet. So it's Gold 200. The exposure is already pretty bright, so I'm going to leave it alone. And then the temperature needs to come up quite a bit. So I'm just going to increase the temperature here and actually add maybe 1 or 2 points of magenta because I want to cancel out any kind of green in her hair without them going magenta, of course. So here we have another light and airy-ish edit. This is actually kind of like bold and airy. So one step up from kind of a flatter lighting situation like this. Whoops. Let me compare them for you. There we go. And the reason they're different is just the underlying contrast amount in each photo. That's it. But they're all related. In fact, let me bring this one up too. Okay, so as you can see, they all have that gold vibe. It actually kind of helps to see all of them up here at once, because they're all containing that same color palette. And I love how it works across so many different types of photos. All right, I'm gonna do one more here. So this is kind of a hazy shot, really cool moment. I love that the baby is putting his finger up on his daddy's face and they're smiling at him. And yet we've got this lens flare, so the angle of the lens, towards the sun, which is kind of behind them, is catching a little bit of light inside the barrel and scattering it around and causing that haziness, a little bit of like this flaring at the top here, this little halo. But with gold, it kind of just straightens it all out really, really nicely without it looking crazy. Again, gold is so versatile. So I applied gold 200. Going to increase the exposure just a little bit, increase the temperature until I feel that their skin tones look nice. And then I'm going to adjust temperature or adjust tint. So I'm going to probably go up by like 1 or 2 points with magenta, just because there's some color shifts introduced by that lens flare. But there you go, that's it. Super simple edit. Wouldn't you love to be able to edit this quickly compared to like a hand edit where you're just going in and like adjusting so many sliders and trying to keep it consistent? This is the beauty of using presets as a base. Any presets you make, presets you buy anywhere else, whatever. What we can offer you is the research and science behind it to give you a timeless film look based on real film that won't go out of style. It won't trend out. It won't look old. It'll look really good. And you can get this style over and over and over again for your work and for your clients in no time at all. And that's just how it is. That's what I love about it. That's why we exist. So we want to save you time, make you look good, and give you a style that you can really hang your hat on. The Adventure Everyday pack is amazing. If you don't own anything yet, it's got Ektar, which again you can see in another video. Super great, vibrant film. It's got Gold 200. As you can see, it's the Swiss Army knife. It works across so many different types of light. In fact, I usually show an example of where it doesn't work, and I don't have any. It works on almost everything. And then lastly, there's Tri-X 400 in the same pack, and that is the most famous black and white film of all time, and it's also included. So it's a really good starting point if you don't know exactly what direction you want to go. You can get light and airy, dark and moody, classic black and white all in one pack. It's amazing. If you have any questions about anything, you can reach us directly at m.me/Mastin Labs, and you can send us a direct message, and we're happy to answer your questions. Also, if you're not already in the Mastin Labs Facebook community, you really should join us. It's a friendly, uplifting community. We exist for the amateur. We exist for the person who is, finding a place to share their art and to get feedback and to grow. There are no bad questions, and we're all here to help. In fact, we're so much here to help that if you drop in a few of your raw files in that group and say, hey, I want it edited with Gold 200 or Ektar or anything we make, you'll get like 25 people jumping in and editing your images for you and showing you what is possible with Mastin Labs. And I don't know any other community like that in photography. So definitely check us out. All right, until next time, have a great day and happy editing.